I don't even know what I just did there. That was it? This is usually the part where I started dying. Yeah, like that. That was exactly it. I don't think I've actually posted a speedrun time for that, but I did time it, and I want to say my best time on that was like 26 minutes. Haha, you tried to shoot me, but you couldn't. I missed again. Right after taunting. Go! Okay, so now I can die at the boss. This is farther than I expected. Oh, well, there, you gotta jump there, don't ya? But Contra's so fun. Made it? Nope, guess I didn't make it. Alright. Oh no. Biscuits. So Paradox Cave had lots of defense. How did I miss that? That's the easiest bomb jump in the game. Nope, jumped too early. Definitely don't have it. Right, good evening, happy Friday, welcome to camp, welcome in Hammond, Fun, Vegas, Kyoto, Jacob, hope you all had a great Friday. Yeah, my old starting soon screen was just like a bunch of clips from like Halloween and Friday the 13th movies. And I'm like, no, I've got these failure things. I could really put in failure stuff, and that would be a little more accurate to how I do things here, which is playing games poorly. I actually have a bunch of different ones. I could rotate which one plays, probably. That'd just take a little bit of time to set up and figure out how not to mess everything up, but that I'd like to get more than just the same one every time. Yeah, we've got a hopeful double rando tonight, a Link to the Past, and then I've got a Super Metroid map randomizer with random objectives all queued up. My oldest daughter is at a school dance tonight that ends in about a little over an hour and a half, but my wife was gonna go pick her up, so hopefully I don't have to. But if I do, then we'll just be pausing the stream and coming back about 15 minutes later, because she obviously would take priority. Well, thanks, Fun. Yeah, we are gonna go ahead and get started here, because this seed is gonna be a little bit, well, not a lot different than what I usually do. We've got a boss shuffle here and a starting sword. That is incredible. Normally, I haven't been doing these with boss shuffles lately because I've got so little time left. Like, I'm doing these and I don't have a lot of time, but now I've got an early start. It's a Friday, so we can do something a little longer with the boss shuffle on here. Hopefully, well, I mean, boss shuffle means we are going to get a very poorly placed Trinex in a place that I don't have a map for. Oh, timer's not going. Biscuits, thanks. There we go. I would have completely forgot about that. So we gotta add maybe, what, 45 seconds to the timer? I'll forget about that by the time the seed's done, and then be like, why is the timer different? Ooh, 20 bucks. Let's actually see what this is first. I was hoping that would be like bombs, or because that would be a quicker 20 bucks than this. It's like, do I keep taking this 80 to try to get enough money for? I got you. If you've got the 80 bucks per tree pull and the free bomb, whoops, you gotta make sure you've got enough for Zora. And, well, there's the bottle vendor too, but this is going to be like 10 tree pulls. You also have to assume that by the time you get over by Zora, you are going to get a little bit of money. I should be doing it that way. Why have I not been going the other side there? If I go to the right, to left first, and then head to the right, I can just run up here and I don't have to keep running around the tree again to get to that sign to throw at the pickle. So let's see here. 2 more should do it. And then I'll probably find a mountain of cash in Kakariko. Actually, this should be plenty. I've got to find 40 rupees between here and going to Zora. There's got to be 40 bucks between here and there. Compass. I really like compasses, but we're not gonna do Aga 1 just to get a compass so I know where a boss is, or know what a boss is. Hey Gordon, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Good Friday. It's too bad this one wasn't giving me 20 bucks. Hey, stop that. I will take 3 bombs. That's actually really nice. I don't have to sit there and run into the bomb bush a bunch of times. We can get that once, and then that's also enough bombs already. Well, there we go. And I've got a sword, so we don't need extra bombs for Mini Moldorm Cave. Because at the start of the game, having those bombs for Mini Moldorm Cave can be really useful if you don't have a different weapon. And I tend to miss those a lot, so it's always good to have extras, but with the sword, I can't really miss... I don't have limited sword use. That would have... Getting up again at 4:30 would have been absolute misery. I mean, I get to sleep in not too much tomorrow, because we gotta go grocery shopping early tomorrow morning. And then there's a bunch of stuff around the house, because Saturdays are always extremely busy. But there's still a little bit of sleeping in. Compass to Thieves Town, that is a really nice one. And a hook shot, very nice. You really like seeing that hook shot. Oh yeah, with this, we are gonna have enough money for Zora, no matter what. I forgot about getting that off the tree poles. Holy buckets! Welcome in, Dylan. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you up to? Fortnite. Very nice. Oh, Descents. Okay. So that's it. That's the name. Okay, I couldn't find that when I searched earlier. There we go. How was Fortnite? I don't know why a Twitch search wouldn't let me find, wouldn't show me anything. That's good to hear. Oh wow, more money. Nope. Ooh, Punch-Out, which one? Okay, yeah, I didn't need to go farm all that. A book. Was it the, was it like the Wii one, Super Punch-Out, one of the NES ones? There's a... I heard something about a NES Punch-Out where it's like an early version or a beta or something like that. Okay, Tyson's, okay. That was the one I always played. I never really played the Mr. Dream one. Oh, I already marked down the book, okay. That game is so much fun, but to this day, I still get absolutely destroyed by Soda Popinski. Like, I know he's got a delay with his punches. I know that's there, but even though I know it's there, I still end up dodging too early and get smacked. And then, like, Don Flamenco 2, I usually never had a ton of problems with. And I wasn't great at it, but usually if I could get through Soda Popinski, I could at least get to Sandman, or usually Super Macho Man. But it was just that delay on Soda Popinski's punches caused so many massive concussions. That book... I really feel like I should... Last time I didn't follow the book, and I did a bunch of other stuff. And I should have just followed the book. I will take a bug net. Yeah, there's a lot of Metroid. I do love me some Metroid, though. We don't want that. Alright, now the question is, how do I want to play this? Do we go to Ice Rod Cave first? You know what? I'm gonna do the smart thing. The game is pointing me towards desert. I mean, it's possible the book is just a filler item. It's a red herring. If I don't go to desert right now, the book is gonna be absolutely nothing. I mean, the book is gonna be really good. If I do go to desert right now, the book is gonna be just a red herring. There's gonna be nothing useful behind it, and I'm just gonna be wasting time. Or maybe, no, maybe I do Mini Moldorm first. Like, if we can get, like, a fire source or a glove or something, that would potentially be a fully clear, like, we could potentially clear desert right now. So I should go and do the other stuff first before going in desert. And I could also go up and get Zora now because I have more money than I know what to do with. Farming 600 rupees. Well, almost 600. Get back here. Stop hiding up there, you coward. Wait, why am I doing this? I've got hookshot. I could have just stood in the middle. Okay, refilled the bombs. Quarter magic is beautiful. Got ether, some bombs, and a heart piece. Okay, so the quarter magic, really nice, but there is absolutely nothing I have to use magic with right now. Ow, wow, I forgot how, well, they had 2 hearts, green mail. Didn't really forget, just haven't been hit by them as much. All right, up we go. Oh yeah, I can't grab that. All right, here we go. The bow, okay, really glad I went this way right now. Because getting that bow is very big, and I might not have, like, I might have just sat on this area for a while if I went to desert first. But getting that bow is really nice. That gives us pod, that gives, well, it depends on who the bosses are in Pod and Eastern, but that does give us some extra stuff to go off of. We're gonna run straight into the, okay, 50 bucks, don't need that. If we want a sequence break, we have to go this way first. So we can't get the hobo yet. If I had a Moon Pearl, we could have went back and came in here, but for some reason, if you don't have the Moon Pearl, it doesn't let you do. Wow, okay. So Moon Pearl is locked behind the flippers. I have to remember that. Moon Pearl is flipper locked. Hey Matt, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. I almost said Saturday. So this is out of logic as well. Whatever's here is not something that's available to us yet because we don't have flippers or a glove. But I gotta be out on the flippers have to be early in this seed. Just because that the Moon Pearl is locking the flippers. That's just 50 bucks. I will take that. Now I think we go do desert. I did get that early stuff, but the game gave us the book early, which means we can get into desert early. And instead of doing my normal early game stuff, I feel like I really need to follow what the game is telling me to do logically. Our stun prize is a whole $1. Ow. Okay, I'd like to make it into Desert Palace alive. That would be wonderful. So if we could just stop getting hit by everything, that would be outstanding. Watch out for the cactus. Oh, 9 bombs. 9 bombs means we can do what we need to do here, which is ABA. And ABA, of course, stands for Always Bomb Agina. We put 1 on the wall, we toss 1 at Agina. And I mean, if Agina is giving us extra bombs, there's only one thing we can do with those extra bombs, and that's bomb Agina again. I mean, it's not, that's what he put in there. If he put bombs behind there and didn't give me something useful, then he can have a second bomb. Cane of Burna. Okay, Burna is actually, I will take Burna. We have quarter magic. And who knows where, this is a boss shuffle, so blind could be anywhere. Hey Lazarus, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Thanks for the good luck. So I think definitely going to go grab that Burna. And hopefully, well, Burna doesn't really well, Burna could open up Spike Cave, but we can't get to Spike Cave yet. The hammer, all right. So yeah, definitely a good decision to go into desert here. Small key, yep. A piece of heart is in Mimic Cave. That is really good to know. That means I can just mark Mimic Cave off completely right now. And while we're already on this side, I'm gonna go grab that Burna. I guess if the last item could be in the big chest and I'd have to come back here anyway, but the odds are not in favor of that. But getting the hammer here is big. Now we are just a glove and, well, I guess technically flippers away from Dark World access. Because the Moon Pearl, I did sequence break the Moon Pearl, but it is locked behind flippers. So once I find flippers, I know I can get that Moon Pearl. And I have to remember that. Otherwise, I could end up leaving flippers behind an early game check somewhere. Okay, there's the big key. So is this our item, or are we gonna have to go back over? The wow. Okay, that is technically... And that's technically the Moon Pearl. That's technically Dark World access. But I do not want to leave... The flippers are a very important item. I am going to need those eventually. So I don't want to leave the flippers behind. So I'm just going to take the Moon Pearl off the tracker right now so I don't end up getting confused and start trying to look ahead into the Dark World, because that's what I will do. But hopefully the flippers are just like in here or something. A bee, bombs, and a key. Nope. But that does give us... Yeah, I already checked Zora, but Hobo can't have the flippers. Because you need the flippers to get to Hobo. I could sequence break it, but I know they wouldn't be there. I'm gonna run back and turn in the bottle, though. I probably should have went to do, like, escape and stuff like that right now, but... Hey, JP, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. That's unfortunate, but hopefully the weekend goes better. Fridays can always kind of be a pain like that. You think you're looking forward to the weekend and then a bunch of crap happens and it becomes not as fun. Through there. Right, we're still on the lookout for flippers. Compass, that's not bad. Oh, the compass to desert. Would have been really nice to have that a little bit ago when I went into Desert. I could have checked to see who the boss there was. Oh well. Just a rupee. So either the flippers or something leading to flippers has to be coming up. And yes, I could go into the Dark World, but that just seems like such a waste at this point. Because, like, flippers could get me into Swamp. Because, yeah, I've got Hookshot already, so all we need is Mirror to get into Swamp Palace. And that's a pretty lucrative dungeon here. 7 items, well, 6 plus the... Fire Rod, okay. That is incredible. So that could mean that our flippers end up being in, like, Dark Cross or something, but the Fire Rod means if we find an Ice Rod, technically, we don't have to worry about Trinex. Well, I mean, I could do Hammer Trinex. I don't want to do Hammer Trinex, but I could. Speaking of Hammer, why am I not using... Well, that's why I'm not using it. It's got the weird hitbox. Well, not weird, just much harder to deal with hitbox. Alright, so we want to get this item, take a Death Warp, and then we're going to head into Dark Cross. And if nothing's there, then it's got to be either Eastern or Agina, or Eastern or Saha's Closet. Wait. In the words of Flame Hyenard, let's just burn to the ground. Alright, 50 bucks, so there's nothing there. We're just gonna stand here in the cell. Now we can go back and we can get Dark Cross, which is now in logic because of that Fire Rod. And the Fire Rod actually gives us a fire source, which means that with this loadout, depending on who the boss is in Desert, Desert might be clearable right now. I mean, in hindsight, I should have done this all before Desert, but... because then I could have went in there with the compass and the Fire Rod. Just burn some of those snakes. Okay, so that was not... art piece, okay. So it is not in Dark Cross. It is either in Eastern or Saha's Closet. Because the game does not logically... you're not supposed to have to do like a fake flipper or a water walk to get the item in Waterfall Fairy. So I'm kind of hoping this ends up being... I mean, if it's the compass to Eastern, I will go into Eastern, but I'd rather not have to go into Eastern and then potentially double dip. But we'll see. Green Pendant of Swamp Palace. Flippers? The lamp? Okay, the lamp actually opens up Death Mountain now. So there is a lot we can do. I mean, this is really front-loaded, which is awesome. And we also have the potential to do the Tower of Hera, depending on who that boss is. But we've got the full package here to do a Hera pot, which is going to be a lot quicker. Let's see, with this loadout, what bosses can't be beaten? Am I already in just Trinex territory? Yeah, the only boss I can't technically beat right now is Trinex. I mean, Cold Stare would be a problem with this little magic, but I Guess if I ran into Cold Stare, I might have to go and grab a bottle of blue or something. I should have done that beforehand, because this is more than enough money. Unless you just want to give me those flippers or a bottle of blue yourself. Nope, heart piece. Alright, can we get up here without getting killed by cabbages? Wait for the cabbage. Hook speed successful. What kind of sequence break can I do? Oh, I can't get to those yet, but I can see what they are. What was this again? That's just a heart container. Yeah, so we don't need that one. We need to stop getting hit. Now we've got lots of goodies here. Hey Skel, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Moon Pearl was actually in Waterfall Fairy. It's just not in Logic right now. I have to find the flippers for that to be in Logic, and the flippers are a really important item, so I'm currently trying to find the flippers before I go and do anything else. Oh, bottle of green, very nice. Because I know that the flippers are going to be required later. Since I got the Moon Pearl out of Logic, I just have to actually find them. I could go to the Dark World right now, but I feel like that's kind of not really worth it yet because I don't have access to it. And like if I would have went straight there, I would have ended up missing the fire rod and the lamp. Okay, nothing here. Whoops. Hey Emma, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. So this just leaves us with the Tower of Hera. Tower of Hera. What's it called? Spiral Cave and Eastern right now. Nothing too exciting. We've actually got a very rare weekend where we don't have anything going on, which is like my favorite kind of weekend. Okay, we don't need that. Stop it. Usually we don't have those weekends. Like most of the weekends in May ended up being pretty busy. Let's scout this. Okay, so that's a compass. And I'm probably not going to need to come back for that. Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to sleep in a little bit. That would be ideal. I think I have to get this to Harapot. I don't want to grab that. But I remember Harapot failing if I didn't grab whatever that item is. That could be completely wrong. But I'll just grab it for heart containers in plain sight. That is so useless. All right, big key. Actually, I've got an open bottle right now. So let's just give ourselves, at this point, that's effectively a bottle of blue, red potion. So there's still 2 items. Hopefully the item isn't in the basement. Master Sword, very nice. There's the flippers. So now we can put the Moon Pearl in. We have our Dark World access. And Spike Cave is here. Alright, who's this boss? Is this beatable? It's Cold Stare, but I have a bottle of green. Why didn't I do the shot extension. Oh well. There we go. One boss down. That is not the right dungeon. Alright, so we are one dungeon in here. Do I want to do Spiral Cave or Spike Cave? Spike Cave is going to be a lot easier to get back to. I kind of feel like I should do an early Spike Cave here. Because if you get access to something like that this early... I love the boss death sound in this. It sounds like a monster dying. Yeah, having the green potion made a big difference just because I had backup. I mean, the master, I could have technically switched to hammer if I needed to. I just would have died. But, yeah, at this point, I don't think it's worth goofing around in the dark world or in the light world still. Wait. Yeah, we'll do South Dark World first. This is fine. Because there's 7 items over here that we can grab. And then if there's nothing there, we'll head right over to the Village of Outcasts. And that, I'd like to find the compass to Swamp, so I know who that boss is. Because we can get into Swamp right now. With that hook shot. I mean, that fire rod. And there's a lot of really nice stuff here right now. A bottle of blue, okay. So this was not great, but the bottle of blue at least made it somewhat usable. So we can go up here, we'll see what our red crystals are. Thieves and ice, okay. So 4 and 5 instead of 5 and 6. Nice job on getting the jump catch, Jacob. All right, here we go. Don't need to stop and get money. Go through there. Wow, I really don't have to stop and get money. Look at all that cash. Blue mail. Okay, that is not progression, but I will definitely take blue mail here. There's not a lot of health right now. So having that little bit of extra protection there could make a huge difference. If this wasn't a boss shuffle, I'd probably be rushing dungeons right now. But in boss shuffles, I've noticed that I tend to avoid those a lot more. Unless I have a compass. Hurry it up. Where's my item? A compass, okay. Skullwoods. Eastern, that's a good one though. I do have access to Eastern right now. Actually, I'm pretty sure... Wait, who else could I not beat other than Trinex? Because I don't think Trinex can be in the boss room for Skull Woods. So I shouldn't have to worry about that. Ow. You always wondered how they figure out what kind of ads they're gonna put in there. Like, I see a lot of completely bizarre stuff that I have absolutely no interest in. It's like you'd think with all the data these companies have on us, they'd be able to get a little more accurate on their targeted ads. Oh wait, that's full magic. I was thinking that was the apples. But I think, yeah, I think it just makes more sense to go into Skull Woods here. I mean, there's quarter magic. I've got a fairy and a bottle of blue. Small key. Yes. That way, I like being able to go into this door here. Right, you just walk over here. We're gonna smack you that way. We're gonna grab a heart piece. Yeah, the item loadout is not optimal. I'd like to have a little more bulk here, at least in terms of health. The quarter magic and the fire rod make a lot of things nicer, at least. All right, so that is all of the items. We just need our friendly neighborhood wall master to take us back. So we can leave. That is both items from Skull Woods. So now we just hopefully go to the back and can beat whatever's in the back here, and then we'll have a second piece. I've only played a little bit of Monster Hunter. I played the Wii one and whatever the most recent one was, and I enjoy them, but they're nothing I like play religiously. I'm not sure. I wish I knew, because it's an interesting name. I mean, they come out of the wall, but there's nothing really fancy that they do outside of it. Well, I mean, I guess they take you back to the wherever your most recent entrance was. I don't like wall masters, but I absolutely despise these things. The Gibdos. Those are absolutely the worst. Okay, good. I was worried that torch was going to go off and I was going to miss my door. Let's see. I'd love to see Moldorm 1 in here. Moldorm 1 is really easy in this room. Okay, blind. We can do blind. And with quarter magic, blind should be no problem. And Burna, I should say. Burna's the key. We'll just turn this off a little bit, conserve magic, and now it's back on. 1, 2, and 3. Normally, I'd be terrified to go into a dungeon like that, but I was very confident that the boss would be beatable. Yeah, I remember with the thing I remember most about Monster Hunter on Wii was like having that cooking spit to rotate the meat you found over it. And I think it played like a different sound, like a different song when you were doing that. Well, this is like blind is really easy if you happen to have Burna. And I had quarter magic on the cold stare and a fire rod. So I'd like to say I'm getting better, but I feel like with the loadout the game happened to give me for those two bosses, as much as I'd like to, I don't think I can take much credit for that. Okay, just bombs, don't need it. All right, we've got the compass to Thieves Town. There's not a whole lot left after this. I mean, there's some one-off. Spike Cave is very, as much as I hate Spike Cave is looking like it could be a definite option for progression after this. I remember that. And the gameplay loop in Monster Hunter is something that it definitely speaks to me, just like beating monsters, taking their stuff, upgrading, and that's the kind of gameplay loop that I like. Like, I've got 1,500 hours in 7 Days to Die. I mean, there's a little more to 7 Days to Die than that, but... Compass, alright. Ice Palace, beautiful. Like, 7 Days to Die, you can do so many things. If you want to do farming, building, pretty good first-person shooter combat, zombies, it has, like, everything I want to have in a game. Alright, so let's go this way. We'll go into Thieves Town and see what they have to offer us here. Big key right away, alright. Let's see, where do we go next? A shield, that's item number 1. Whoops. No, stop that. You click the shield. Oh, the boss. And that's Trinex. So unless there's an ice rod in here, we cannot do Trinex, but this is not a bad place to have Trinex. Because it's a pretty easy dungeon to get to. Like, you can just run straight to the back. You don't have to go through a bunch of stuff. You can just kind of skip ahead. Wow, there's not a lot here. So we've got 1 item left. I mean, hopefully it's in the attic and I can just completely skip the basement. Odds are it won't be, but we can hope. Like with the boss shuffle, you can just walk right into that room and fight the boss if you want to. Like normally, if I could beat the boss right now and I had more stuff available, that might be worth it, because yeah, there's only 1 item left in here. Odds are the 1 item, I mean, it could be something useful, but the odds are very much in favor of it not being anything useful. Okay, we're just gonna run through that. Would have been a lot nicer to have the cape for that. Why are you using Berna again? Okay, wait, is this the right... Nope, that's not right. I guess we'll... Some cash can be bought. I mean, that's the first time I've ever grabbed that hint tile. I usually do not grab that hint tile. Smack. You don't need to, like, break the floor here either. And that's the item. Beautiful. So we don't need to go into the basement at all in Thieves Town. We know that the small key and the map are both down there. Actually, why am I doing this? I can't get the last item in Thieves. So I guess with that Eastern Compass... And I'd like to wait to go to Desert until I can find, like, the flute or something. See, there's got to be a way to get down into the water somewhere. Oh, not a problem. Never have to apologize for that. Hope the dinner's going well. Texas Roadhouse was, well, I haven't been there for years, but it was great the last time I went. Do they still do the free shelled peanuts? Or am I thinking of the wrong place? Here we go. That was not it. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, hey Lewis, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. I've got the Eastern compass. Eastern should be doable. There's 3 different bosses will appear twice. So it's unlikely that it's unlikely that we'll see another try next. That doesn't mean we won't.
Welcome to God's country.
Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's unlikely that we will end up seeing another Trinex. But that doesn't mean we won't. I think any other boss, though, like Armos Knights, we can definitely beat Armos Knights. So that'll be 3 Triforce pieces. I could get 4 if we go into Desert. But at this point, walking back to Desert is not necessarily something I want to do right now. I'd rather wait till I get a flute, and then I can just kind of zip back there really quick. That is full bottles already at like 44 minutes because I started the timer late. But that's good. Ideally, I won't have to go all the way around to the vanilla big key chest. And we'll get everything we need before that, but odds are that it will work out that way. Okay, good. Big key, that's nice. Let's see, what else? Yeah, we can't get anything more in Desert, so it's either this, Pyramid Ledge, ooh, Spike Cave. I mean, Spike Cave definitely kind of... Having all of this stuff early makes me think that Spike Cave might actually have something. Yeah, we gotta go all the way around. Heart container requires the hammer. That doesn't exactly tell us where it is, but... Okay, that was pointless. Yeah, I feel like Homie Fish, like doing pod pyramid and Homie Fish is the smart move because there's a lot more density there. And you're getting 5-7 items out of that, plus a potentially clearable dungeon. Ooh, when Barba met Laura. That was the first one that I did with an actual full background. The first 2 I didn't actually, I had transparent until I looked at them, like that does not look good. 10 arrows, all right. So Eastern is not the answer, but we can still clear it. Which is good. That takes 4 Master Sword hits to kill this thing? I mean, I've got a fairy, so if I get killed here and I use my fairy revive, that's just fine. Actually, I should... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say I should make sure I have a fairy. It depends on the game. Like, there's a lot of games that I enjoy playing that most people hate. Like, Friday the 13th is generally a... Well, I feel like that's a very misunderstood game. But... Got him. Oh, that's an AVGN quote? One, two, three. Yeah, like as a kid, I had a lot of patience for that. Like I knew how to get the torch. Like I understood how that worked. So I didn't fully understand. I used to go and light every single fireplace and I was like, why do you get the torch and the flashlight at the same time? But you didn't actually need to. All you needed to do was get the, all you needed to do was light 4, I believe it was, fireplaces to get the torch, but I was lighting all 7. Yeah, I think we got, as much as I would like to, I mean, skipping ahead to do Spike Cave seems like it could be a prudent move, but it's very likely that unless the boss in here is Trinex, because I have everything that I need to clear out Pod. Stupid moose. Oh yeah, Cheeseball plays a lot of Nest Jeopardy, and that's always so much fun to see. Or like, I think it's Family Feud, and just like some of the stuff on there is things that's like, okay, we are so old. Okay, that is that is not progression, but I am not gonna say no to a tempered sword. So we're gonna go do Homie Fish next, otherwise, because I'm hoping to never have to come back here again. What colored toe sock do you wear to prevent being tripped by elves? I have absolutely no idea on that one. Oh, thanks, D-Sense. Much appreciated. Yeah, the machete is like, it's so much harder. Even the axe is just double. It does half damage because it's 2 hits per every bar. But the machete is 3 hits, and I never wanted to kill all those zombies, so I'd just sit there and I'd get the machete from Pamela on day 1. Green toad socks? Homie Fish. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have some arrows, little bit of extra arrows refilled, but that is not what I wanted to see there. So our answer is either in Pod or Spike Cave. And Pod still here seems like the answer. We've got 5 more items plus the Triforce piece. But Spike Cave is the one that, like, getting that Cane of Burna and all these bottles and everything kind of point towards Spike Cave. But I mean, we could potentially be halfway through our crystals. Like, well, no, it won't be the 1 hour mark because I started the timer like a minute late. And I highly doubt I'm gonna get through a full pod in 9 minutes. Well, maybe I could get through a full pod in 9 minutes. And you're gonna basically have to full clear everything. You're not gonna get lucky enough to dodge items in here. See, what would we want to see? A flute would be really nice. Mirror would be great, because Mirror would give us Swamp Palace. Ice Rod would be really nice, because then any boss we run into, Samaria would be great. Mitts, still need mitts. Yeah, that's what I found. Like, if I have a 50-50 decision, I will basically always choose wrong. That is something that you can take to the bank. Oh, that bird hit was incredible. I mean, it sucked. I feel bad for that bird and everything, but what were the... Like, how many pitches have been thrown in baseball over the last 130 or whatever years baseball's been being played? Like, there's what? 300 pitches a game? Ooh. Some bombs are in the big chest of Swamp Palace. That's very specific. I guess we'll mark that off. What am I doing? This is the wrong way to do this room. That's not far enough. I didn't go far enough to the left. Let's see, we gotta throw the bomb, get out our hammer. It's a lot of small keys in the front of Pod. There's 6 of them in here total. So it is not surprising that I'm seeing nothing but small keys early in. Yeah, the item drops in Pod have... There we go. That's a good turnaround. So once we activate that flute, we can go and do desert right away. Assuming desert isn't also Trinex. But I mean, just, it's out there. I can clear it. Still need the mitts to get into Ganon's tower, though. Should probably mark that off as getting an item here. But once we get the mitts, Ganon's tower is also in play. And that is a place you want to prioritize just because of how many items are in there. Another small key, okay. So the back of this is basically all items and then a big key. Yeah, it's big key and then items everywhere. Get in the door. Why'd I go to the right? I should have went to the left. Because we want the bow out so we can do this. Then those little globe things can't get in. Now, I don't have the big key yet, though. What's that squeak? So we're not going to go in there yet. There's the big key. 1, 2, 3. I think the rest of this is all items. Nope, one more. Okay, so the rest is all items now. Magic powder, that is nice. Do like some powder. It's a great safety, especially in Ganon's tower. Wait. 1, 2, 3. No, there's still one more. Oh, there's still the map. So there's the map and then one other, and 3 items left in here. Then we'll go back through Harmless Hellway. Whoops. Then we'll walk down, we'll go get the boss. There's the map. Okay, so well, these next 2 checks are gonna be actual items, and then we'll get the Triforce piece on the boss. There's the mitts. Pod, you are beautiful. So Pod was definitely the answer. Flute and mitts. That means, I think, are we just... Well, we need Samaria and Mir still. And ideally Ice Rod. Ice Rod might not be required. If we don't find Ice Rod, we just can't beat... Like, we can't count on Thieves Town. And hopefully we won't run into another Trinex, like in Ganon's tower or something like that. Another... Okay, that was the other magic. But that's still really nice. I mean, if it means beating the game early, I will do Samaria-less Ice Palace. I'll complain about it, but I will do it. Oh, I moved it out of the... Nope. There we go. I would like all my arrows back. That missed. Not a problem. Enjoy your food, D-Sense. Hope you have a great rest of the night. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for that raid. Okay, here we go. Oh, that those mitts unlocked a lot. So that gives us Dark Death Mountain too. I think with that flute though, I'm just gonna grab 4 bottles of blue. So let's see, yeah, we should have 4 Triforce pieces at the 1 hour mark. Then we can get our 5th pretty quick out of Desert. Unless this is Trinex. Vitreous. Into the spikes with you. All right. Yep, that was definitely... Vitreous can be a real pain there, but when you can just launch it into the spikes, it is no problem. I love being able to launch Vitreous into the spikes. All right, so next up, we want to go activate our flute. Thanks for the GG, Jacob. Actually, while we're doing this, let's... There we go. Open up 2 bottles. Yeah, if I had the mirror, that would potentially be go mode. We're at this, well, Samaria would, we still need Samaria too, because Samaria blocks 2 dungeons, Amire and Turtle Rock. And depending on where the big key is in Ganon's Tower, it could also block Ganon's Tower. Alright, so first things first. Yeah, Vitreous is always like, it's such a... Vitreous is, well, depending on your item loadout, it can be a really fun boss. But it can also be a giant pain if you've got a pretty bad item loadout. Alright, so first things first. I'm gonna go... Hopefully this is not Trinex. If this isn't Trinex, we can run right through and get this piece. Because why wouldn't I grab a Triforce piece that's right there? Oh, I could have done Magic Bat. That would have been smart. Yeah, Magic Bat is right there. I mean, hopefully... Oh, wait. Who's the boss here? Okay, another Vitreous. All right. We can do that. I'm just gonna assume this is Crystal. And it shouldn't be too difficult to go back to do Magic Bat again. The problem is if I leave Magic Bat behind here, it's gonna have like an Ice Rod, and then I'm gonna run into Ice Trinex in Ganon's Tower. But if I go and do Magic Bat, it's gonna be like 10 arrows. So it's so hard to... Like, do you go out of your way for one item, or do you go up to Dark Death Mountain because you've got, like, almost 30 checks up there? Well, not 30, because I'm missing Samaria. Samaria prevents us from getting 5. But I mean, it seems it's so much more likely that Dark Death Mountain and Ganon's Tower is where we need to go, but that doesn't mean that's actually where we'll need to go. Which is the big problem. You never know for sure. Wait, can I dash through this with Burna? Easy. Alright, we are halfway there. And it was a pendant, I was wrong. But that is 5 pieces. You know what? I'm gonna go peek at Meyer right now. We can't clear Meyer, but if it does end up being Ether, that is going to be something I've got to keep in my mind, because progression could be in Meyer. I don't like that at all. Because now there's 2 items in Meyer that we could get. Butter Sword, excellent. And the mirror, okay. And I don't want to go into Meyer just yet, though. I want Samaria before I do that. Oh no, my best time for this, I think, for a boss shuffle, I think was like 126. So I don't think 126 is on the table right now. I guess... Well, no, if I'm doing Ganon's Tower, that's very lengthy. Wait, why am I not doing this? Why am I not going in this way? I gotta get Super Bunny. Unless, let's see, what could we find that would let us skip Ganon's Tower? Yeah, at this point, unless Samaria's there, I can't really skip Ganon's Tower. This is the wrong door. But yeah, this should be a relatively fast seed, though. I mean, I found things go a lot better when I start prioritizing dungeons early. Yeah, I still need Ice Rod, so this definitely is not go mode. Well, let's see. If I can get both of the... Nope, still not go mode, because even if I can get both of the Triforce pieces here, we can clear Ice and Swamp. I still don't have the last piece. We'd be at 9. So we need either Samaria... Why did I mark that down? We found Bombos. So I need either Samaria or Ice Rod. Let's go peek what this is quick. That is Quake, so we don't even have access to Turtle Rock right now. But we do have 4 items in Hookshot Cave. 10 bombs. 10 arrows. A heart piece. You are a disappointment, Hookshot Cave. An absolute disappointment. Now, if this loadout happened on a non-boss shuffle seed, then we'd be in much better shape. Because we wouldn't have to deal with the Trinex. I know I can get all of this stuff. We've still got 2 shots to get locked by a second Trinex here in Ganon's Tower. And since you can't get a compass to tell you where that's going to be, that can be really, really rough to get blocked in Ganon's Tower. Because you have to go do so much other stuff to even get to that point. But at least we got good music here. The Blight of Mankind from Astalon. Alright, so that was 2 junk checks. We don't like either of those. Small key. Sorry, Bob, we gotta take that. There's Hookshot. And bonk. That's 1 item. 2 items. So 2 more items, but absolutely nothing of use for us yet. But that's okay. And there's a lot of small keys. But if the big key is locked behind Samaria on the right side, then we have a problem because we won't be able to climb. Oh, I don't want to do this with bombs. That's fine. We'll deal. I was looking for a boomerang or something to use, but nope, no boomerang. One of the coolest rooms in the game right here, if you've got the loadout for it. We bonk over the fire bar. Garbage. Wonder if I wish you could throw a bomb diagonally so you could just, like, as soon as this room was available, you could just walk right in. Alright, what do we have here? Samaria, there we go. A shovel. Silvers. Alright, so Samaria means we are very likely in go. Actually, yeah, we'd have to be, because Trinex can't appear twice. Because I still can't get into Turtle Rock, but, well, I guess no, maybe not. Oh, that's right, the GT Big. So it's definitely possible that we're still not. If the GT... Well, no, I can go back and get some art. I can go back and get the big off the right side. But yeah, if I... Depending on where everything else is, I might not need to do that Trinex. Like, if the big key's not... I should have went and grabbed... Oh, okay. That's okay. We can walk up and get our... We can walk up and get the big chest. No, I don't have the big key yet. That's right. But I can go in, if it's on the right side or in tile room, I can still grab that. There's the big, perfect. But yeah, there could be 2 Trinexes in the seed somewhere. That's definitely a possibility. So I still want to find Ice Rod if I can. And like, if I'm in here... Yeah, as much as I'd like to just ditch... and leave... I don't think I can. Because I don't know if I'm going to run into a second Trinex. So I need to make sure if I... Well, I might not even be able to... The second Trinex could be up here. See, what am I doing? This is going to be dumb, but I'm going to try it. I'm trying to make it to that fairy room. I could not... The one chip challenge would kill me. I can't even... Like, I get really bad... I have, like, acid reflux, and I get really heartburn really bad, so, like, I can't handle anything even remotely spicy. Like, medium taco mix gives me a ton of problems. So if I ended up doing, like, the one chip challenge, that would basically be a big problem. Hold on, I gotta pause for a sec. My daughter's calling me from her school dance. Hello? Okay, sorry about that. I told her to call if it was an emergency, if she needed, like, to get picked up early or something like that, and I did not want to ignore her call if she needed something. But it was all good. She got asked to go to an after party after the school dance. But I still... Normally, I got a phone call from my parents earlier, probably trying to find out if we were gonna, like, go over to their house tomorrow or something. And I didn't answer that one. Because if it's an emergency, they'll call a second time, but... For that one, I can't take any chances and have my daughter have a... like, an issue where she needs to be picked up from the dance early, or... something happened and she needs us to go bring her something, or just don't want to take the chance. But I just told her, hey, if you got invited to the after party, just call your mom, ask her about it, because she usually calls me for stuff, which I like, but there's some times where it doesn't really, I can't really do much about it. Like, I can't make that decision because I'm doing this. Wow, both Moldorms right here. Which is really good. That means we can get the second Triforce piece in here. Well, the timer's probably actually a little closer now. No, I paused the timer. I should have just let it go. But yeah, because I don't think Trinex can be on Moldorm 2. Yep, she's the kids are always the priority. Like, the dance ends at 8. So I had initially, but when she didn't tell us there was a dance until last night. Like, I got back from Chaser's house, and it was a little before 8, and my wife's like, oh, there's a school dance. Well, not my wife, my daughter was talking about, oh yeah, we have a school dance tomorrow night. And I looked at my wife and like, did you know about this? She's like, yes, I did know about it. I found out about 15 minutes before you got home. So it's like neither of us had any idea that there was this school dance. She just kind of forgot to tell us. And then there was a little bit of potential drama where there was an after party, but no one hit, like, the people that were doing the after party hadn't talked to her about it, but she heard about it secondhand. But it turns out that they hadn't seen her that day at school, so they couldn't ask her when they didn't see her. And she was very excited. Like, I could tell it kind of bothered her that she hadn't been asked to the after party yet. But she likes to play strong. Like, nothing bothers me, but she was so excited to get that. So I can, depending on when she needs to get picked up, I might not, maybe we won't do a second rando. I'll have to check in with my wife after this to see when the after party ends. Or to see when the after party ends, because otherwise she might end up having to stay up till like 10 o'clock. And she doesn't need to do that. There we go. Got him. That is gonna be... Do I go and do... 1, 2. I'm not gonna do Tile Room. But I will do Dark Magician. You know what? I'm right here. Let's just do Tile Room. No, that's dumb. It's like 45 seconds. I'm not gonna do Tile Room. That was no. Why did I do that? I am never gonna make it in time. I'm very tempted to just say no, we're leaving. I am so tempted. Well, actually no, I think I would have been fine. That torch doesn't turn off after like 12 seconds. Here, let's just do this. Stupid wall masters. Stupid Gibdos. But I will go grab Spike Cave after this, though. I already got Pod. Oh, you're kidding me. You know what? We're gonna skip Spike Cave. Who needs Spike Cave? That was... wow. So now I've got my pick of dungeons here. We've got Ice Palace. Ice Palace and Swamp are really quick go modes. I'm not gonna do Mire, because I don't feel like arguing with Mire right now. Because who knows where the big key in there is gonna be. And this loadout is just beautiful. Yeah, definitely not touching Mire. There's no reason to go into Mire here, so we're gonna finish out Thieves, then we'll do Ice, and we'll save Swamp for last, because Swamp is the easiest way to get back to get to the pyramid. And then I'll have to go into BRB and find out what's going on with the after party. Because if it's going to be later, I don't want to make my wife stay up while I'm sitting here streaming. Then her and my youngest daughter can go to bed, and we just won't do a double rando tonight. Which I'm guessing is going to be the case, but I'll talk to her and then I'll come back and let everyone know what's going on, just anyway. But at this point, I'm gonna assume that we're gonna be done after this, because I'll end up picking up my, because, well, yeah, the after part, well, maybe there'd be, depending on when the after party's done. Like, I wouldn't want to have to cut off, and like, if it's a really bad Super Metroid seed, like, those could take like 2 hours, and I don't want to end up having to cut it off right in the middle. Why did I grab this? All right, so now we need to go to Ice Palace. Yeah, I mean, I'd do it and I'd have no second guesses about it, I'd just be a little disappointed because I wouldn't get to have that full run to post. But that's fine. There's, like I always say to other people, there's real life comes first. And I have to prioritize the, like, stuff for the kids. What? Yeah, the flute early would have been real. I mean, I could have started with a flute, but oh, I don't have a whole lot of health on this one either. Oh, that's right. I don't have to do anything in here. Actually, I might not get the chance to talk to my wife before they go. I don't know if... I think they're gonna have to... We're gonna have to bring her to the after party. So I might not have that information if they're leaving... Well, maybe this can be done quick enough. I don't want to pause here either. There we go. Nope, don't even need that. We are not getting anything in here. I will grab this small key though. And I guess I'm going to be walking right by an item over down here, so we'll grab that. Oh yeah, this is, I should have absolute, like, no matter what bosses these are. And I've got Butter Sword, we've got Silvers, we've got Pain for almost getting burnt by a fireball. Here, don't even need this, we're just gonna boom, drop right down. Hey Jet, welcome in, hope you're having a good, Friday. Gotta grab that hammer. I mean, I guess I could see who this boss is so I can go in prepared, but... Okay, so Armos Knights and Moldorm 1 are two of our duplicate bosses. I really hope I grab that Triforce piece. I did, we're fine. It's like, I thought I left before getting the crystal, because the crystal is pointless. We do not need that crystal, we just need the Triforce piece. But the one in Swamp... Oh yeah, they just left. Biscuits. Now I have no idea when the... Hopefully well, they're supposed to come down here when they get back, so I might have to mute and talk quick. I don't know how late this after party goes. If I had to guess, it's gonna be like 10. Which, I mean, no problem. If it's 10, I should still have time. But maybe what I can do is try to get Super Metroid set up and just call my wife while I'm doing that. And see what she knows. Actually, we're just gonna grab... This is a little slower, I think, to grab this key, but we're gonna do it anyway here. We need a bomb. There we go, we got Specky Clip. That didn't work. I was hoping maybe I could grab onto the very bottom of that chest. That did not work, though. There we go. I was gonna say, that slime better not bump me and ruin that. Like, I don't even need to pick up those. There's, well, except for red mail, there's really nothing that is gonna be of any value to me here. And even with this, I mean, the Ganon fight is gonna be like a minute and a half on this loadout. And it'd be better if I had Kate, but we're still fine. Landmo. No. Missed by one shot. We do want to go in this one, though, because then we'll come out with full health, full magic, and we'll be right at Swamp, and we can just run right around. It'll be beautiful. Oh, no, no. Snooze. Okay, made it. Twitch was just about to go into ads, and like by the time they're done, the Ganon fight would basically be over. So we're just gonna snooze the Twitch ads for 5 minutes, because the seed will be done by then. Really would prefer not to have Twitch and ads at the end of the run. Ow. Let's see, let's get our burner ready. This is probably going to come in a little over an hour and a half. Well, actually, no, because probably like 131, 132, because there was the extra pause time where I didn't have the timer running, or I had the timer paused. Okay, let's use that. All right, we got him. This is perfect. The knockback is not moving us. Yeah, Ganon is not going to be very happy after this. Perfect. Don't teleport around. Don't waste my time. What did I just tell you? That is not a great place, though, for the sake of the torch glitch. Uh-oh. Just made it. Nope. That was really close. I probably deserved to fall off the edge there. That was really bad. Thanks for the GG's, Kyoto. And stop. I said stop. Yeah, I mean, anything around an hour and a half is... I'm not going to argue with that at all, especially in a boss shuffle. Thanks for the GG's, Jacob. Yeah, it was very nice. I guess I can start potentially loading up Super Metroid just in case. can't hurt to save a little time. Yeah, Ganon's text, like, little speeches there are always amusing. Okay, that was just arrows. Sounds like someone's upstairs. That's weird. Maybe the dogs are running around or something. That's definitely possible. Let's see, what is our collection right here? $145, that is incredible. All right, I am gonna go make the call and try to find out about what's going on with the after party, so I'm guessing we're not gonna be back with Super Metroid, but we'll find out shortly. I'll hopefully be back in a couple minutes. All right, we are back. That was a lot more difficult to plan out than I was expecting, but I think we're all set here. So this might end up being something that I have to hop out of at any given moment. Right now, a friend of my daughter's mom is bringing them over to the after party, and she offered to take them home, and that is at 10 o'clock. So I need to be upstairs waiting when she gets home. So hopefully this seed will be nice enough where it'll be done by the time I have to go upstairs and make sure I'm there when she gets home. But we also have the added fun of my youngest daughter is feeling a little icky right now. She's worried she's gonna puke. This happens to her like 3 times a day, but she was actually like so scared she was shaking. So if she ends up throwing up, I will be getting a phone call and having to go upstairs. Or if she just needs something else, or yeah, there's a lot of different reasons this could end earlier than end before the seed is done, but we are going to give it a shot. We've got random objectives, we've got moonwalk, we've got our controller settings. Hopefully this seed will not be a very bad one. Like if I can get this done in under 2 hours, well, actually it's got to be done in under like an hour 50 probably, or potentially earlier if I need to go pick her up quicker. Okay, more early morph here. That is really nice. Bombs, power bombs. Okay, so we know that's just normal missiles, but getting a morph ball and plasma really early is awesome. I know I've got missiles there if I need them for Fantoon. And straight to the left is going to be our map. So I'm going to take a save here, and we're going to get moving. Oh, what are the objectives? Dragon, Batoon, Acid Chozo, and Metroid 2. That's a nice grouping. Let's see what this is. It's got caution tape, so it could be bad. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting out of that, but maybe this takes us down and we can just take this over to the map. Nope. So I don't want to try going up and around that either. Hopefully you find something good in the fridge, Atma. Let's go this way. Nope, that's not. Nope. You already connected to that. Can't be wasting time like this. We gotta move. We are on a clock. Okay, I really like this room. Would be horrible if I did not have plasma right now. Plasma just cuts through everything. Look at that. Like, instead of spending, like, doing 30 shots with your normal weapon to kill these things. Oh, I missed that. All right, big pink. Nice little hub area here. Oh. There, let's boost the volume a little bit. I forgot to do that. Oh, good, and oh wait, is this blocked? Is it blocked by power? Is the map blocked by power bombs? It is. We need power bombs to get the map. Please be power bombs. Normal bombs does not help me. Or does it? Nope. I mean, yeah, normal bombs, they're cool and all. They're worth having at this point, but I really want that map. wait, oh, wait a minute. The bombs let me go down here. Maybe this will be power bombs and I can get that map. Good luck. Hope the shot goes well. Yes. Normally I wouldn't be this excited about power bombs, but getting an early map, well, getting any map is incredibly useful. And especially one in the early zone in the game, the first zone in the game, can be even better because there's, like, if you can get that one zone that has like 6 majors that are all sitting there. Okay, there's Dragon. We've got Wrecked Ship. Croc has a major. We got Meridia and Norfair. There's Ridley over by Meridia. Wait, no, that's not Meridia. That's not Ridley. That's Metroid 2. So we got 2 objectives here, but we need to be able to get through here. Well, actually, can we? That's not great. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely giving it a go. I mean, this isn't a terrible start yet. I think this is, yeah, this is a major down here, so I definitely have to go this way. Okay, gravity suit. That is really big. Am I going to be able to get through this? Uh-oh. Nope. I was trying to break that thing open because I really want that tank. Do I drop down and check Norfair here? Oh geez, Batoon is over here too? We've got 3 objectives sitting right here. Oh, all 4 of them. Acid Chozo's right there too. All 4 objectives are sitting here in Brinstar. Oh, that is rough. I can't beat Croc yet to get that major. Wrecked Ship doesn't seem like an option because that's all blocked by heat. That is not, all 4 objectives are right there. I don't think I've ever seen 4 objectives in one place before. So I mean, if I can get the ammo to do Mother Brain or like find charge or something like that. Well, I'd still need grapple or charge and X-ray. Okay, the map is way down at the bottom. I want to see what that is. Ooh, Spring Ball. That could be, well, probably won't be anything useful, but... Gotta be careful. This stuff all hurts a lot. What did I just say? God, I didn't think the crabs did that much damage, though. Alright, so we're up here. That's an X. Oh, I have to get all of this junk again. Why didn't I go save? Actually, I don't think I found a save over there. Because the save that I couldn't actually get to it, it was blocked. That's gonna be costly. Should have been more careful or made sure I had more health before I did that. So this has, if I wouldn't have done that, this has had the potential, like, depending on where stuff was, to be like a sub 1 hour seed. You've got all the objectives right in one place. Alright, so let's try to zoom back through here. We'll get our tank. Maybe this time I can actually grab that second tank without dying. Well, I'd like to save before I try to do that again. Okay, is there anything up here? Yeah, I can't get... Well, I could get gravity, and then we could get to that save, but... Yeah, we can't get through over there. So yeah, we're just gonna grab this and go straight down. Uh-oh. That was really close. All right, we got gravity again. Right now, hopefully this is an actual tank and not a reserve. Oh, that is so bad. Okay, I need health from these things. Why aren't they giving me anything? I am so dead. Why did that have to be a reserve? Like, if that was anything but, or if that was a normal energy tank, we'd be fine. Like, if that was just a normal tank, we'd be good. Oh, I hate this seed already. There's only 4 reserves in the game, and it just had to put one of them right there. That was a tank. I had it. This is not the time for this game. This is not the time. And there's still potential, but that is probably like 8 minutes already lost to deaths. And that one was just bad, just so bad. There's only 4 reserves in the game, and there's what, like 14 tanks? So there's a 4 out of 17 chance. And the game was like, yeah, we're just gonna give you the wrong one. Because if that was an energy tank, I get full health. I can just easily get out. But nope. Because then you get full health back if you get an energy tank. So that would have given me 2 full tanks to work with. And we would have been great. I'm still gonna peek in there and grab that missile pack, though. I can't really say I'm the GOAT after that. That was horrible. I mean, I am gonna need Varia to get that acid Chozo, so... Now let's do this again and not get hit by a bunch of really beefy enemies. Let's kill a few, grab some more health. Ow, that was 60 health. I mean, that worked. Right, this looks like it could be the most likely way to get to the map. Nope. Yeah, I mean, that very likely is the way to the map. I'm not gonna take it. But it does look like the likely way to the map. I was really hoping this is one of those... Wait, oh, that was just a missile pack back at the start after you get bombs. I don't need to go back there to get missiles. Now, I will be regretting this if we run into Fantoon. Can't do that yet. Oh, there's a save down there, though. Alright, first things first. I want this save. No! It was right there! There's not a save anywhere near here. Why did that have to be toilet? The save was right there. So the seed is like, hey, we're gonna put all this really good stuff in one spot for you. All of your stuff is in Brinstar. Can't get up there. I can get to the save here, but I can't get up. I can't get to that. I need grapple. If I get grapple, we can beat Dragon, but I can't get out of Dragon's room. That's probably going to be Fish Tank, because the Fish Tank loves to connect to this. Yeah, this is going to be Fish Tank. No, I didn't want to fall down here. Oh wait, this is fine. We can get out. That's heat. Really don't want to go do heat right now. I did just save at least, though. You've got to be kidding me. Where's my Varia? Or more tanks? Yeah, I definitely need something here. I can't do that. I mean, yeah, another missile pack is nice, but grapple's got to be somewhere around here. Yeah, I need more energy. I need more... Or Varia, something, because there's so much heat here. Like, if I want to go this way, I have to go through heat. no, I have to go back up and around. So the area I went to first that I left because I wanted to get the save, as I think that's the only place left that I have to go. Let's get a little more health out of this. Because with how this is going, I feel like with this, what? Oh no, that's not right. Actually, that is just one missile. If I die and go back to the save here, I'll actually be fine. This is not going to work at all. We're just going to revert. So I just lost a missile. Oh, losing that missile is... I'm gonna be in desperate need of ammo for Mother Brain, though. I probably shouldn't have thrown away that missile pack. That seems like that was probably a stupid move. Like, I should have seen that room and turned around and just walked back. But we're doing this the dumb way. I'm skipping missile packs when I desperately need the ammo. Or reverting missile packs. Let's actually kill a couple of these. That was actually really close. Okay, this has to be something over here. Hopefully, nope. I hate these. Oh, wait, can't kill those. I don't have missiles! Where'd I use all my missiles? I'm gonna have to go back and get missiles. These things aren't dropping them. Oh my god, it started out looking so good. And this very quickly became absolute garbage. And of course it had to do this when I'm on a time crunch. To go through heat too here. Of course it's heat. Am I even gonna be able to make it back? This is really, really bad. Say, why aren't you hitting that thing? I just gotta say, praise plasma here. If I did not have plasma, this would be like one of those seeds where you're like, okay, let's just reset and do something else for the rest of the night, or just end early. And actually, I've got the extra missile pack here. I think we save again. I'm gonna need missiles later. Like, even if I don't need... Like, well, I do need these right now, but I'm gonna need them at the end of the game, too. Oh man, this had so much potential. And it just all went downhill so quick. Like, Mother Brain could be really far away from Brinstar, too. What are you doing? Kill that thing. Like, I could find Mother Brain and then have to turn... Well, actually, as soon as I find... Well, no, I'll need Varia and some way to kill Dragon. Wait, no, don't use a missile to kill these. If I used a missile to kill these, I would have been stuck again. What? This better be something big. It's just a missile pack. Where am I supposed to go? I'm so confused. Yeah, I can't get through that. I can't get up to those. That's all heat. I don't have... This isn't enough to beat Croc. Do I have to go into Meridia? I can't even do Croc without Speed Booster. Yeah, I could go back up and get that X. Maybe that X way back over there is super missiles? I bet you that's super missiles, and then I can go into this door. Hey, Dimension X, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Yeah, I'm starting to think this seed is not going to be done on time. Or I'm going to have to take a lengthy pause when my daughter gets home. Wait, no, this isn't the right way. Oh well. We're going around. I mean, I've got missiles. I could potentially try to do Croc with these. Let's see, so that takes us back down. I don't like this, but I'm gonna take another save with these extra missiles. I mean, maybe 15 missiles is enough to potentially beat Croc. I don't want to, but there's a major sitting right there. And this is going so poorly. So I'm wondering if I need to go up and get that X way, way back at where I started. And then that'll be super missiles, and then I can take the super missiles and get into that door, and that door will be where I need to go. Because it seems really odd to try to take this loadout and get all the way into Meridia there. Like, we know that's Spring Ball. That's not going to be super useful. Oh, wait, I have to go all the way back around through here? Yeah, I guess we're going to be coming back out by Croc anyway, but... Wait, no, I can't get into Croc, though. That's right, I can't get into Croc without Speed Booster. Hey, can I have some missiles here, please? Uh-oh. Because there's a lot of missile doors here. There we go. I'm gonna need all the missiles I can get. There we go, and we'll get another 5-pack over here. And if I could just get... Well, no, I can't. Even with grapple, I mean, I'd have to bomb jump out of Dragon, I think. And that is just horrible. Speaking of horrible, there's also this room. This room is not great either. Stupid jerk tentacle thing. Alright, but I mean, these all being red doors makes me think maybe that is what the game wants. Like, because this path is definitely doable. Alright, let's refill. Where's my tracker? Where'd it go? There it is. I was trying to set up auto tracking earlier and it did not work well. But I'm like, if I'm going to be doing X3 route matrices on my desktop, maybe I start trying to do these there too, so I can at least auto track and save some extra time when I don't have to manually track everything. So I'm curious to see how much time I actually spend manually tracking during a seed. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Am I completely stuck here? And I might be completely soft locked here, and if I have to restart, that's just gonna probably be a big let's try again next time. But I'm gonna see if I can maybe get bailed out going through that heated room over there with the elevator. So yeah, I can't get up here. I don't think my movement's good enough for that. No. Now I have to refill my health again. I was like, I wanted to save there when I had more health, just in case I die, so it's easier to give it another go if I'm close. But, am I overwriting all of my other saves for reverting? I thought those went by your different save, like, different save rooms. But I mean, there's definitely a possibility that I have to fully restart this back from the beginning, and at that point, with the time crunch I'm on tonight, I think we'd call it and try this seed again next time. Like, next time I do a double rando, we'll just revisit this seed. Just had to be tonight where I get one of those seeds that I'm completely stumped by. Nope, we're so dead. I have no momentum. I can't do that. I can't get up there. Yeah, I can't get back through there. I should have read the map and remembered there was a door I couldn't get through, so I had to take gravity, probably go back up and get that axe. Maybe we'll try this. Well, I don't think I can get through this other door down at the bottom either. Because through this heat room, I don't think I can do that. Well, definitely not now. Yeah, like, I don't think I can get through this one either, even if I kill the stuff in here. Nope. I might have had a shot, but... And if, I don't think, without high jump boots, I don't think I can jump. I can make that jump to get through the broken floor. Might have actually made a difference there if I didn't end up getting hit by the, by that fish, though. Hey, there we go. Right, maybe some progress? Even though I doubt this is in logic. Do these things even drop missiles? And I really wish I wasn't on a time crunch here, because I would love to try to like go through and finish up this seed. But I really don't think that's going to be an option here, unless there's some, well, even if there is something that bails me out. I've wasted way too much time. Okay, I need you. No, I don't think I can even get Kraid to open. Oh, good. He opened his mouth. Now I can maybe farm some stuff to get extra ammo. Like the fingernails. You gotta stop blocking me, though. Hey, stop that. Come on. Nope. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna try to actually hit this shot. Still not dead. No, he stupid hand blocked it. Alright, well, we killed a boss we didn't need to. And it's for more heat. Yeah, I can't get out of that. You need wave to get through there, or potentially a super missile. Oh, this is miserable. Yeah, I'm thinking... kind of like, no matter what happens here, I'm still not going to be able to finish this. Like, even if I do get something that bails me out, I'm not going to be able to be done with this in an hour and 15 minutes. Just let me give me another jump. There we go. Yeah, like, this can't be what I'm supposed to do logically. Stupid thing. Oh, a super missile and wave. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I mean, very useful items, but I can't do anything with those. All the way back to the start? Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be time for this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to call it here, because there's no way from back to the start and everything, even if I get that gravity, go all the way back through to get that X, assuming that X is even... If that X is a super, then I'd have to take it and go down to that door and continue on. But there is no way I'm gonna have enough time to finish this before my daughter gets home. So we'll have to pick this, we'll have to try this one again with a little bit of a cheating head start. Or maybe I'll just, no, I should play this seed out. I'll have extra information, but I'll delete I'll delete my saves and all that. But yeah, I think this, I'm gonna definitely have to call it here, because this will not, so many other Super Metroid seeds I've had have been done in like an hour and a half, but this one is just an absolute mess. It happened at the worst possible time. So I think we'll definitely have to call it here, because I don't want to get any deeper into the seed and then know too much ahead of time before I get back into it. I'd rather go into it knowing a little less. Except for, I mean, maybe the way I think I have to go isn't even the right way. That could also be the case. Like, I could just be completely messed up on this one and we'll come back next time and have no idea what we're doing. But yeah, I'm gonna have to call it here. Unfortunately, this Super Metroid seed will not have time to get done tonight. I hate being on a time crunch, but there's only so much you can do when you've got to do the whole parenting thing first. So thank you so much for hanging out tonight, everyone. I hope you all have a great night. Stay safe, get a good night's sleep. My current plan is to be back tomorrow. We'll probably do a Route Matrix Rando. Maybe I can put this seed on my desktop and we can just hop into this one if the Mega Man X seed goes quickly enough. And hopefully that'll work. But we'll have to see how all that goes tomorrow. So thanks again, everyone, and we will hopefully see you next time.